Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Today in African History with Baba Shaka. I'm Baba Shaka and today is January 11th, 2021. On this day, January 11th, 1922, one of our ancestors, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, was wrongfully arrested, tried, and deported from this country. Now, Garvey was an African born in Jamaica and a black nationalist who created the Back to Africa movement here in the United States. He became an inspirational figure for later civil rights activists. Marcus Garvey was born in St. Ann's Bay in Jamaica on August 17, 1887. He was the youngest of 11 children and inherited a keen interest in books from his father, who was a Mason, right? And he made full use of the extensive family library. At the age of 14, he left school and became a printer's apprentice, where he led a strike for higher wages. I'll say it again. At the age of 14, he led a strike for higher wages. From 1910 to 1912, Garvey traveled in South and Central America and also visited London. He returned to Jamaica in 1914 and founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, or UNIA, in 1960. Garvey moved to Harlem in New York, where the UNIA thrived. By now, a formidable public speaker, Garvey spoke all across America and urged Africans in America to be proud of their race and to return to Africa, their ancestral homeland, and he attracted thousands of supporters. This organization had chapters all over the United States. They had chapters in Africa, in the Caribbean, in Central and South America, and even a couple of chapters in Europe, right? This is one of the biggest mass organization of African people around the world. Now, to facilitate the return to Africa that he advocated, in 1919, Garvey founded the Black Star Line to provide transportation to Africa, and the Negroes Factory Corporation to encourage black economic independence. Now, Garvey also unsuccessfully tried to persuade the government of Liberia in West Africa to grant land on which black people from America could settle. Now, this is very ironic. He's talking about Liberia, because remember that Liberia was founded on January 7th, 1822 by the American Colonization Society. This was a group of white folks here in America who were very concerned with the growing number of freed Africans running around these here yet to be United States. So they founded this organization called the American Colonization Society, and under the patronage of President Monroe, they grabbed some land in West Africa and they established a colony to repatriate, relocate these freed Africans back to Africa. That is why the Liberian flag looked like a cheap ripoff of the American flag, and why the capital city is called Monrovia after James Monroe. So it's very ironic that just short of 100 years later, these same folks denied the repatriation back to Africa of their fellow Africans who were left here in the United States. Okay, all right. In 1922, Garvey was arrested for mail fraud in connection with the sale of stock in the Black Star Line, which unfortunately had now failed. Now, although there were irregularities connected to the business, the prosecution was most definitely politically motivated, as Garvey's activities had attracted considerable government attention. Garvey was sent to prison and later deported to Jamaica. In 1935, he moved permanently to London, where he died on 10th of June 1940. In 1964, his body was returned to Jamaica, where he was declared the country's first national hero. So there we have it. Today in African history, January 11th, 1922, Marcus Messiah Garvey was wrongfully arrested, tried, jailed, and deported for mail fraud. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon so that you could be notified whenever we put up one of these videos, and share, make comments, make suggestions, whatever it is. But until tomorrow, this is Today in African History with Baba Shaka. Masalam.